You know that battle, that struggle we have when we just can't accept what's happening? It's that feeling of fighting a losing battle, a silent protest against reality that leaves us feeling exhausted and without any peace. This isn't just about anger or sadness, it's about the underlying tension, a grappling with the reality of a situation, one we just wish was different. And so the struggle can leave us furious, scared, anxious, numb, profoundly sad, and unable to make decisions, big or small, any or all of those emotions. And the decisions can be difficult because you're too busy constantly focused on this situation that you logically know you just can't change. So this session is for when you've grown tired of that fight and you are ready to gently guide yourself towards a state of radical acceptance. And this isn't about giving up or condoning a difficult or wrong situation. It's about letting go of our resistance to what is. So we can finally find a sense of inner peace and move on. This is about honoring our feelings while creating a path forward that isn't built on constant struggle. And so as always, you can check the description box for some articles on the research, the science on how EFT or tapping can help so quickly and effectively. For today, before we start tapping, take a moment to rate yourself on a 1 to 10 scale. How much are you struggling to accept maybe a very specific situation? Or it may just be a 1 to 10 scale of radical acceptance in life overall, especially if you really always are trying to control everything. So we'll check back in after tapping to see where that's at. And if you get overwhelmed at any point during the tapping, it's okay, it's normal. Just keep tapping and breathing and allow whatever comes up, any emotion or sensation or memory, just to let it come up and process through. And then when you can, get back to repeating after me when you're ready. So that's it. Just tap with and repeat after me. And if there's somewhere in the statement that whatever the issue is, you can swap it out to be very specific about it. You can do that if it feels right, but even just focusing on the issue itself or control as a whole, as we tap, your body and mind know what you mean. Even though it feels so hard to accept this situation, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I'm so tired of fighting with reality, I deeply and completely love and honor myself. Even though I just really want things to be different. I acknowledge my feelings and begin to bring myself peace with what I cannot change or control. Even though I'm holding on to resistance. I deeply and completely love and support myself in the process of letting go and radically accepting. Even though the idea feels really foreign to me, I deeply and completely love myself and support myself in a journey of radical acceptance. I can't accept this. This is so hard. I know I'm fighting against something that just is, but I can't stop. It's just too much. It feels impossible to let go and accept this. I'm so tired of this struggle, though. I know I'm fighting an uphill battle. I mean, let's be real, I'm fighting a full-on losing battle. I'm never going to win this. I'm constantly feeling tension around this whole situation. Everything about this is draining me. But I can't let it go. I just can't move forward. I wish things were different. I feel so stuck. I can't move forward even knowing there's nothing I can do. It's like I don't want to let go. It feels like I'm giving up. On something that matters or something I just have to control. But I also know this struggle is keeping me from peace. My lack of acceptance is my own prison. And I don't know how to get out, but I know I want to now. I know I need to. I'm willing to consider letting go now. I'm not giving up on myself or the situation. I'm choosing a different way. A kinder, more peaceful way for myself. It's safe to release the struggle. I can find power in acceptance. There's no power in fighting. Not this. I am learning to be at peace with what is. I'm acknowledging all of my feelings. And still finding peace with what I cannot change. Opening the door to peace. My resistance has kept the door closed. And I'm opening the door now to radical acceptance of this whole situation. I'm choosing to free myself. The prison here is my own mind. And I can choose to be free. I am finding my strength in surrender. Not surrendering to a person. I'm simply surrendering to what is. I surrender to the peace of radical acceptance. I am choosing peace over struggle. My peace is a priority. And I'm making myself that priority, giving myself that peace. I am finding freedom in radical acceptance. Acceptance, radical acceptance, is a powerful choice. Acknowledging what is freeing me from a heavy burden. So I'm letting go of the fight. Letting go of any resistance to what is. And I am embracing calm. I am learning to simply be with what I can't change. This is where my true inner power is found. And I am claiming it. I am at peace with what is. My mind and body can finally rest. I'm safe to radically accept what is. I am my own source of peace. I don't need the world to change for me to feel calm. I am peaceful. I am at peace with this. I am free. I am easy and relaxed with this, with what is. I am accepting. And I radically accept this. I'm letting go. It simply is. And I am calm. Take a deep breath. See where you are on that 1 to 10 scale now. So, shifting from a place of constant struggle to a place of peace, profound peace, is an amazing gift to give yourself. And as we tap, we're rewriting neural pathways in our brain from negative patterns to positive ones. And so in this case, it's about building a new pathway in your mind that recognizes I'm okay, even when things aren't okay. I'm okay even when I can't always control or change something. When it is something I can't do anything about, I'm okay because I simply choose to radically accept it and move on. And the more you tap, the more you're rewiring those pathways. So go through this round again now if you can, if you have time, or give it once or twice a day until you realize the intensity of that particular struggle has lessened and you're at absolute peace with it, or just able to more radically accept in life in general. Drop a comment. Emojis do help the channel. I'm grateful for all the interaction, but also let me know if you're stuck on a specific emotion or behavior around this subject or any other, and I'm happy to try to put a video out for you. And take a look around on the channel, especially if you got stuck at like 0 or 1 on a specific emotion or memory, and see if there's a video specific to that one. It may be easiest to knock that one out to a 0 and then come back to this and bring it down to a 0. And if you can tap those, days necessary, look, it may take a week or two. This may be such a foreign idea, especially if you were raised in a very controlling household or raised to control every single thing. Bringing yourself this peace away from that anxiousness and tension, or around a specific, if it's really one issue right now, then it may take, like I said, a couple of days, it may take a week or two, but if you tap that once or twice a day, then you do get it down to a 0. Then if it's a specific issue, great, it's gone. And if a new issue pops up, you can come back and this will help get that down to a 0. If it's radical acceptance you're looking for in general, and you can get this down to a 0, great. And maybe, it's a year, 2 years, 3 years until somebody does something where you're like, you know what, nope, I'm really struggling with this one. Then you can come back to this because you've already accepted those neural pathways, and whatever happened, if it's trying to rewire them to the negative again, it should be fairly easy to bring yourself back down to a 0. So yeah, again, if you can like or comment, I really do appreciate that. It does help me grow as a channel. Of course, subscribe and you'll be notified of new videos as I put them out. And I hope you are able to go forward and just find peace when it just is, and you can't change them, or you can't change it, or that doesn't quickly, maybe something along the lines of a new law or something like that you really just dislike. It doesn't mean that you have to accept it and not choose to be part of a group that still attempts to change the law, or go for reform of a better way of doing it. It just means that you don't spend all day spiraling about what is. It is what it is for right now. So yeah, there's a difference between those two, but they both do still require radical acceptance of saying, this is what it is. I'm not going to allow it to ruin every moment of joy that I could have while I continue to fight the process, or this is something I can do absolutely nothing about. It could be somebody else has made a decision for their life, and whether you like it or not kind of thing, and just being able to accept what is. So yeah, take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.